Greetings, fellow simmer, and welcome to the reaction review with me, Gripper Sim. I've had a crazy week last week because my install of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, the upgrade didn't work and it busted my system, and I had to reinstall. You've heard. Okay, so all that crazy madness has happened. So I've also been working on how to stream. I kind of pretty much figured it out, but yeah, I have to be honest. I procrastinated. Because I'm nervous about putting my face on camera. Now, look, I did it anyway. And I said, look, I'm going to practice what I preach, and I'm just going to start badly, or I'll never start. So I got up at 12:30, out of the bed, threw the covers off, switched on the machine, switched on Twitch, and I started streaming. And 3 people caught me, and they watched me to the end, and they loved it. They liked it. I don't know, but they liked it. They watched it to the end. So that was my first stream. I had to be gotten out of the way. I had to get it out of the way. So what did I do? I went from Livermore, California to Shelter Cove, California. And that's an actual real-life trip I did back in 2007. And I have to tell you, I'll tell you with the stream. It was great. It was brilliant fun. So what do I tend to do with the streaming? What I tend to do is I intend to stream on Tuesdays at 11 p.m. GMT time. That's Dublin time, if you like. So Dublin time, 11 o'clock at night, I'm going to stream. That's, 5 hours behind or 4 hours for New York, and that's 8 hours behind on San Francisco. Okay, so it'll be in the evening. I can change the times as we go. So what if I do decide to sparingly stream out of the blue again? Well, I will let you know on Twitter. Look for GripperSim on Twitter, and look for GripperSim on Instagram. And I'm going to throw it out on those as well, a couple of hours or maybe even a day before I stream. So there you go. Oh, by the way, I was planking it. I won't use bad language. I was planking it because if I didn't make this trip, how embarrassed would I be if I crashed into a hill or something? Oh God, I almost did crash into a hill. Oh God. I'll see you on Friday. Test stream without telling anyone I'm coming on. So let's see how it goes. I just tested a few things just to see, how it goes. If one person comes on, it'll be hilarious because it's 11:30 at night. So let's have a look here. It's going to be tricky because if no one, there's no one asking me questions. Now we just get this thing going here. Just one thing I want to try out. There we go. Okay. So that's fine. And I want to see if I can see who's watching the channel. 0 viewers. Okay, so I got it. Okay, so let's go. Let me have a look at the screen here. I can see I've got a little test screen over here, so I can see what's on a test screen. It's like a screen where I can see what's happening. Okay, so I haven't even decided what I'm going to do. Let's go straight into the map. I just planned something very reasonably interesting. I'm going to change the flight conditions to daytime because it's dark now. Or could I do live weather and do it at nighttime? Yeah, let's go live weather. Live weather, good. I'm not even checking the weather for my departure and destination. We're going to leave on my group. So any of my friends that are on, let me just see if there's any more here I recognize. I've got to get the members on first, but I have to read their emails because I can't tell who's who. I'm only doing that for the moment because to see how it works on the if there's lots of people on, it'll slow down the whole stream. So I can't have too many at the moment. So there will be others. Everyone will come on. Okay, so let's go to America for a change. Let's fly out of somewhere kind of interesting. Let's go out of... I remember flying to... Does it have it here? Shelter Cove. In a Cherokee 140. Let's see if we can find Shelter Cove. I did that many years ago. Shelter Cove. There it is. Okay, let's take off from somewhere like... okay, Shelter Cove. And I took off out of Livermore. No, it wasn't Livermore. It was Livermore. Okay, so let's go Let's have a look and see if we can find Livermore. Yeah, that's it. There's Livermore. I'm going to set that as departure. And I'm going to set as... Thought I just selected it. Set as departure. Oops. Oh no, okay. Delete departure. And I want to set Livermore as... See, this is why it's a test stream. Livermore. Set as departure. Why won't it set it as my departure? What am I doing wrong here? Livermore. Okay, that's set as my departure. It just doesn't say. I couldn't read. I'm half asleep, guys. Okay, so let's then have a look at Shelter Cove. Shelter Cove. Okay, so that's direct. We're going to fly the TBM. I don't know much about the TBM, but we're going to get there quickly because the first time I did this, I stopped overnight. I think I flew straight to Livermore and just stayed the night there. Now, I would like to add in another waypoint. Let's have a look at if we can... I want to fly by the coast. So, can we actually add in another waypoint? V4 direct. Okay, but I'd like to add in another waypoint. You know? It's a pity. Okay, well look. It's going to be easy to find. We just go, fly by the coast. So, okay, let's just fly. It does take a while to load. What's it going on about now? The minute I get in, park and brake. Yeah, I know that. So what? Oh, power's on. There you go.
Oral warning. Okay.
Okay, so I don't know how to work the TBM yet, and I don't think many people can actually set in their flight plan. I'm not going to look at this because I really don't know. I don't know. That's my flight plan. Okay. Add on route waypoint. I wonder how that works. Okay, I don't have any waypoints. I don't have any marks, but that's another day's work. It's programmed in. And the beauty about this for beginners is they don't have to know how to program in their computers. I know the Government 1000, etc. And the FMC for the 737s to some degree, but let's just fly, shall we? So, my candy. Let's have a look outside of the airport. Let us see. Let's go to Showcase. Let's go to Showcase, and here's Livermore. Let's see if it looks like it. Oh, it does look like it. I know it's a long time since I've been down to Livermore. Oh God, is it? I'm not going to say how many years it was, but it's hot. It's hot, and I'm going towards the hangars that I had to put out the Cherokee out of. And when I got to Livermore, they just handed me the keys. They said, "Off you go." Off you go. And it was in between two hangars. It was like in here. Now these seem very close together. And I taxied it out of here, if I recall. And I'd come out here. And between pulling the aircraft out of the hangar and getting into the airplane, it was absolutely boiling. It was torturously hot. I was just dying to get up to 7,000 feet where it was cooler. So it was tricky. So Livermore, nice airport. We might go by Santa Cruz on the way. I think we might go around the coast and see if we can spot some houses. So there we are, Livermore, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm talking to myself. As long as you don't answer yourself back, apparently it's all right. But people will watch this because it stays around for. It stays around for, I don't know, 90 days or something. Anyway, it's a test. You can comment on the YouTube channel. Now, let's get rid of that beautiful view. And let's just fix that because I'm going to go back out to that view. Let's just pop in here. I want to come back out to this view later on. There we go. TBM sitting all fat, dumb and happy. Let's get rid of that window. Let's go to cockpit. And we're ready to go. I'm going to pop up one arrow up just so I can see the end of the cowling pretty much. Well, not this one. Just about there. That'll do. And let's get the park and brake off. I might turn up... No, I'll turn up the engine a little bit. Just a wee bit. Okay. Park and brake, park and brake, park and brake, park and brake. Just about here. Go on. Well, that's the hot air. And it's changed the fuel. That's interesting. There it is. We're in trouble. Is there any lights here? Where's all the lightage? Lightage. There you go. Not any lights on. Nav, I should have the strobe on. Is that on or off? Panel lights, please. And I want some other lights. Looks like that's it for the minute. We'll have a look in the way. Let's not flip-flop around. And now I'm going to take off. I'm going to take a heading of roughly 210. Okay, let's go. Full power. And off we go. Ooh, goes to the left immediately. That's the torque on the propeller. There we go. I would say we'd rotate about here. Not too much though. It's very sensitive in pitch. I gotta adjust my controls. We're off. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. We go at about 15 degrees. I don't want to horse it out at full power all the time. A little bit of power back. That's too much. Too much. I'm just trying to trim it. I'm just trying to trim it for 15 degrees.
Tower Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha continue for north departure.
And flaps, are they up? There we go. Flaps are up.
Tower Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha frequency change.
Wow, that nose dropped a lot.
Normal approach Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is type Dare TBM 92 miles west of Livermore. Request flight following. Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha normal approach. Squawk 7212.
Now I've got it set up so
7212 Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
The computer does ATC for me.
Contact 2 miles west of Livermore, 2,400 feet.
Oh, there's my ambulance on Alexa. Every time I say that C word, the computer word, it starts talking. Oops. My mic's too close to the control column. Let's get a bit closer to me so you can hear better. Okay, so let's just trim it out here. Let's just level off here, actually. Let's just level it off. I don't want to go too high just yet. Let's just level it off. I want to play with the autopilot. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here, before I switch on the autopilot, I'm going to make sure my heading bug, which is this here, is facing my heading. So, heading bug, autopilot, AP, heading. They're following my heading, and I want to follow my altitude. Altitude. There we go. Hands off. Let's add a bit of power. So we're good to go. We're not going to make it over those hills at the moment, because it's just following our... Well, we might. It's just following our altitude, but we'll skim over them. Now, one thing I do want to do is I want to go to the coast. So I'm not going to follow the magenta line. We're going to turn towards the coast, which is to our left, to the west. I'm going to follow the coast up, because, oh, it's better fun. This is just me and the mouse. That's why it's zooming in and out like that. Go on. I'm going to go directly west to the coast. I'm just going to have a look if I can zoom in and out of the Garmin here. Is there any options to zoom in and out of the Garmin? Doesn't have many options there that I can find, but I know it's there somewhere. Let's just keep an eye on our flying. Okay, there's the coast. Fabulous scenery. It just looks great. It's just like what, you know, it is California. Anyway, you're not going to harp on about the scenery. You've seen enough of that, I'd say. No one has joined me yet, except for that one person who's not commenting. I want to zoom out on the map. We'll figure this out in the way. Let's go back here. Let's see, map settings. Directory, flight plan. I just want to zoom out. Oh, range, pan. Plus, minus. Is this it? There we go. Interesting. There we go. So I can pan in and out here with this button. Oh, we can go via San Francisco Bridge. I think we'll turn a little bit more to the left. Heading of roughly 240.
X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha 3,700 feet.
Or let's say roughly 230. We're lambing it along. We're whoring along at 220 knots. TAS is 238. So I'm just going to pop up here and just so I can see out. How about we have a look at a bit of eye candy outside. I'd rather showcase. Now I do notice it's TBM, which annoys me. It's doing this sometimes when it's a bit bumpy. I don't think that's realistic. Let's have a look. Wow, look at those California hills there. That is just stunning. Now, what I want to do here, I want to sort out my camera here because it does rotate very quickly, and it does the speed's too fast. That'll do. That is pretty stunning. I can see the fog in the distance on the coast. What time is it in California now? What are they? 8 hours behind? So... well, hey Siri, what time is it in California?
It's 15:47.
3:47. So, there you go. Okay, so let's go over San Francisco Bridge. Let us go back into the cockpit. And let's turn a little bit to the right. And I want to descend. Let's just zoom in here a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. I want to see both the GPS as well. Okay, so let's get our vertical speed and let's get our altitude change down to, we'll go to 1,500 feet, maybe be good enough. Would you say? 1,500 feet. I want a vertical speed, oops, down. I want to descend at 900 feet a minute and we'll hit vertical nav. Oh, it's doing it already. Okay, we don't need for you nav. There we go. Send down to 1,500 feet. Wow. That is pretty darn cool. Let's turn it a bit more to the right. No. It's finicky with the mouse, guys. I do have the Saitek. And it's so much easier just to twist an actual physical knob or button. It's very tricky in the simulator, but I'm not complaining.
Norcal approach to Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Norcal approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Cleared through Charlie airspace Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
Let's slow down a bit, shall we? What do we get out of San Francisco? Let's increase our vertical navigation. 1500 feet, 1600 feet. And let's get some eye candy going. There we go. Typical San Francisco fog. Incredible. And that's what it was like when I was flying around this area. Absolutely incredible. Now, of course, the minute I've done that now, I want to go back into cockpit. And I want to change my heading a little bit. And then go back out to showcase. That is bizarre. Stunning. Let's have a look at some maps of Santa Cruz here. See if we can fly over. It's just, I can't stop looking away from it. Here comes San Francisco Bridge. Oh no, San Francisco's the other way, isn't it? It's more down south. Anyway, tough luck. It was foolish of me. It's south of San Francisco. That shows you. Anyway. Looks stunning. Let's change the views around it a little bit. Oh no, that's just perfect. Let's add the power up. Oh, Pat. Loving your PPL syllabus video so far. Really looking forward to your next one. Yes. I'm going to I'm hoping to do that tomorrow actually, Pat, because I installed Microsoft during the week and it updated and I couldn't get it working again. It was a nightmare. It was just all week I couldn't do any footage last week. So since then I've been working on streaming and getting all the stuff ready. So yeah, I'm delighted you like the PPL stuff. I think next is slow flight installing and that kind of thing. Brilliant. Just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Just the fog. I always wanted fog in a flight simulator. So if you're still on, let me know if you can hear me, if the volume's good. And if the volume's good, it's not jerky, the stream, do let me know. That is absolutely bizarre. This is actually the first flight I've actually done from going from A to B. And this is a flight I did many years ago. But it took a lot longer, like a lot longer. So we're going to follow up the coast here now, so I'll get in the cockpit. I think that's an alright heading, actually. Let's have a look. Oh, great. Audio is good, stream is smooth. Brilliant, Pat. That's fabulous. Well, that's something, because I was trying this for weeks ago, and I couldn't get it smooth. It's very hard. It's only really today I got it working very well. Now I've really picked up the pace here. Let's go back into cockpit. I'm really going to bomb it along here. And I think we'll fly a little bit lower, will we? I can't do anything normally on a flight simulator. Life is very boring in real airplanes. Well, it's not boring, I would say, but there's no, there's never anything, nothing goes wrong. Well, I try to avoid it the best I can. So I'm going to select my altitude to probably crash into a hill now and embarrass us all. I'm going to go down to 500 feet. And I'm going to check my vertical speed indicator here. You can see it. That is changing it to... Where is it? Vertical speed. I'm going to hit that vertical speed button. 400 feet a minute. That's going to go down to 500 feet now. Good. And if I come out here now, I think you said that already. Audio is good, stream is smooth. Brilliant. Actually, on my 4K TV here, I think it's the refresh rate, because it's jerky on my television, but not on the stream. Let's get some outside action here. In fact, first I'll change the heading. Let's follow the coast. And now we'll go outside. What I like about Microsoft, they thought there's a lot of stuff wrong with it, not too much. But what I do like about them, they've thought of these smart little things, which I like for streaming, is this window here. You don't want to be looking at that. But if I hit this button here, it puts it on my other monitor. So I have another monitor out over here, and I can just switch from one to the other. So you don't have to see me changing the menus. So I'm bombing along here. There's more fog ahead. It's just bizarre. Oops. I want the showcase view. Yeah, it's not working yet properly. I'm using an Xbox controller. An Xbox controller for the showcase, but when I switch windows, it just disconnects, so I gotta fix that as well. So let's go back in here. And of course now it works, so bummer. We are on a serious power trip here. Literally, we're probably going about 300 knots now. Let's have a look at the speed. Damn right, I'm leaving your airspace. I'm going at 240 knots, 500 feet above the ocean, straight into the fog. Let's turn our heading to... Well, that's actually okay. That's alright. But this is dangerous because there's land coming up here, as you can see. That is just stunning. Stunning. How high is the land in front of me? This is the kind of stuff that happens in aviation. This is what you read about. You know, coming out of the fog into a hill. Let's have a look at the outside camera. No, can't see ahead. I better climb a bit, I should think. Internal. Yeah, I don't want to end the stream with a crash and have to start again, as you can see here. You know, we're getting a little bit close to land. So let's... vertical speed. I'm going to go up. Oh, I haven't set my altitude yet. Can't see it. Let's go to 1500 feet. That should do it. 1500. I better hurry up. I'm just going to crash into that hill. There we go. 900 feet a minute. That'll do it. Let's have a look at the outside view again. We is in fog. Oh, what the deuce? I went to external, which allows you to control the camera. There's that bit of land I was worried about. Incredible. That is San Francisco fog if I've ever seen it. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. That is what I call eye candy. She is as well, but you know what I mean. Eye candy. San Francisco fog. Okay, time to change course a little bit. Back into the cockpit. We want to get a more of a northerly heading now, so I'll change the heading to roughly north, really. Well, not quite north. We'll go to 330. I'm moving this little. That is the cursor there, and the autopilot follows that. It shouldn't go more than 30 degrees, and it hasn't. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Yeah, not bad. Oddly enough, Pat, if you're still on, it doesn't say. It says one person's logged on. It must be you. There's another one logged on. Anyway, I'm sure you're still there. I'll behave as if you are anyway. So our ETA, estimated en route time I'm really looking for. It's 35 minutes. Let's add some power. Full power. It's only a simulator. And I think if I fly a bit higher, it'll be more efficient. So we're going to come right up. I'm going to switch my altitude to, let's have a look what it's like up high, up to, I don't know, 25,000 feet or something, let's say. Takes a long time to select this. I'm sure you can go up in tens. But let's leave it there anyway and just get our vertical speed up. Yes. $1,400 feet a minute should do it. That's a bit too much, isn't it? Let's leave it at 1,000. Or to hell with it. 1300. No time to waste. 1300 feet a minute. And we're going to level off at 11,000 feet, but I'm going to change that. Let's go up higher. Oh, you're still there. Brilliant. Excellent, Pat. The first actual, you're actually the first ever viewer of the Gripper Sim stream. And I haven't even cut my hair. My hair is, well... Oh, we got a master warning. There we go. I had too much power on. The temperature was too high. I haven't even cut my hair. I call it the... what a distinction it is. A distinction. Absolutely. I might post this on YouTube. That's a... They will sing songs about this day. They will write poems and sing songs. There will be statues erected. Where are we now? What was it doing? I was doing something there. Yeah, we need to get there fast. So, 35 minutes. Who watches the stream? Well, people watch streams, it looks like, for a long time. Some of these guys go on for hours. 2-3 hours. You know? So I'm glad it's going well. Let's change some views. Let's change the views a little bit. Let's get rid of him. It sounds very loud when I go outside. Let me know. I'm going to turn the volume down for the airplane. There we go. Or maybe it's just my headset. Now that. Oh, I've done it again. I've done it again. Showcase. I have it on. External. External. When you use the controls, it's not views. It's actually the aircraft. So I should be on showcase. Incidentally, an aircraft's autopilot should disengage if you force it off. It should actually disengage. It's supposed to. The good ones anyway, the good autopilots, I believe. So now, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. There we go. I just can't get over that they have the fog so well modelled in San Francisco. It just brings home to me how realistic the weather is, as far as I can see at the moment with Microsoft 2020. You'd never get this in any other flight simulator. It really is bizarre. So let's have a look and see how that sorted our time out by adding power. If I can add any more. Cockpit. We're still climbing. I want our TAS to increase. Our TAS is 196 knots and our indicator is 172, so we're getting a little bit faster. Our true airspeed, TAS stands for true airspeed, so I want to still go by the coast. I wonder can we cut across? So we've got now ET estimated time. Let me zoom in here. Estimated time, yeah. (23:41 UTCs). They're saying our ETA. I'm in Wicklow. And that means we've got another 20 minutes now. So that's good. So we'll shave off a whole load of time. I would, obviously, I don't think you'd be running an aircraft like this at almost full power. It's given out to me. Yaw damper off. Ah! I wonder, is that why it was going like that earlier on? It's the yaw damper. The yaw damper's usually this motion here. But no, let's see. Where's the yaw damper? Yaw damper, yaw damper, yaw damper. And I haven't even checked the fuel. I don't know. I don't know how much fuel I have. I have no idea. I better think fast because I haven't thought about this at all. Yaw damper, yaw damper, yaw damper, yaw damper. Anyone know where the yaw damper is? Anybody? Yaw damper, yaw damper, yaw damper. That's auto. That's the autopilot trim. I better land this successfully because it's going to be very embarrassing if I don't. I suppose I should switch the lights off, shouldn't I? Make it a little bit more realistic. I'll leave the nav on. Let's stay on. The stroke can stay on. Pedal lights I want nice and high. There's other lights here. Are they on? I can't see with the lights. Yaw damper. Well, we've got 20 minutes or so to go, so shouldn't be a problem. But the yaw damper is a thing. It is important. It's got to be around here somewhere. Now that fuel selector just changed on its own. It's probably me scrolling over. That happens with the mouse. You press the mouse button to move around and you unpress it, and you unpress it over something like the fuel selector and switch off the fuel.
132.2 for Dayer Golf Sierra Alpha.
Yaw damper.
Oakland Center, Dayer Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 10,500 feet.
I'll turn up. I'll turn up the cockpit noise again. Let me know if it's too high. Yaw damper. Okay, let's have a good look here. De-icing. CB light. So it's not there. It's just a button for the yaw damper. That's all it is. I just have a sneaking suspicion that it's on the overhead panel, but just let's be 2340s or ETA, so it's just under 20 minutes. 11er. No. It's not going to be in his side, co-pilot side. So let's have a look at the overhead panel. Peculiar. Might be over here. Oxygen. Well, the oxygen's off. Well, we're going to go above 10,000 feet, aren't we? And we already are. So you have to have the oxygen on, and I bet you it'll grey us out. Let's leave it off and see if we grey out. Okay. I'd be very curious to see if they've modelled that. So we leave the oxygen off. Usually you'd have a checklist for all this stuff, but it's flight sim, so. And I don't fly these. Now, I'm annoyed with the yaw damper. Kind of annoyed with the yaw damper. I'm annoyed that I can't find it. Will I look it up? I think I'll look it up. Actually, that brings back a memory. Where we are here now, it's in California. I was a bit closer to the coast, but I saw a very bizarre sight. It was in the middle of nowhere, and it looked like the big Chinese red compound. It was massive. I never found out what it was, but it was very, very impressive. Actually, do you know what? One day I must make a video and see if I can find it, because it's going to be in here. Okay, I think I should look up where the yaw damper is, because it's really annoying me now. Now, where are we? Let's have a look outside and see. Showcase. So the airplane kind of moves like that when you need the yaw damper. Maybe they have modelled a jet, who knows? But I'm going to find out if I can find out where the yaw damper is on my phone for the TBM. We're going to Shelter Cove, by the way. Someone just joined us there a while ago. I didn't tell you, forgive me. Shelter Cove, I flew there years ago. It's right on the coast on the northern end of California. And there's just a runway and hotels on one side and accommodation on the other. And these rich people fly into Shelter Cove and have their summer holidays. Bizarre, I know. Your damper. TBM. 930. Pictures. Get a picture. No, of course. Of course, there's so many pictures of it. Let's change up the view. There's the fog by the coast. Where is the oil dumper? Maybe I should put that in properly. Where is the oil dumper? Come on. Where is the oil dumper? The TBM 900. Oh, TBM 900 Pilot's Information Manual. I don't have time to read that, but let's see if they've got an image of it. I'm not going to show us a picture, guys. Can't find it. I wonder. Oops. Major break of immersion there. Major break immersion, that displeased me. Okay, so let's go internal. I think I might have an idea about it. I can't believe I didn't think of this. Checklists. The checklist, it's got to be in the checklist. Inside inspection before starting engine, after. So let's have a look at the checklist if I have it. Let's just go to before starting engine. Inside inspection, no, that's nothing. I'm hoping to see, because they're really good, they're really clever. See, you hit the I button and it goes right to it. And I forgot about that. That's a brilliant feature. So I'm hoping here it'll have yaw damper. Let me just go stretch that box down a bit. Yes, I can. Okay, so. Okay, that's no yaw damper there. Engine start, ignition, fuse pump, starting throttle altitude. Okay, there. Throttle oil pressure. No. That's before taxi. Before lineup. Come on. Don't tell me they don't have it in the checklist. No. I can't see yaw damper there. That is bizarre. Oops. That's climb. Maybe I'm just talking nonsense entirely. But I do like that feature. You just, altimeter setting. Boom. The barrow button. That changes your Q and H. Oh, that changes your Q and H, which is the pressure setting of the day. Autopilot. Boom. Fuel gauges. Oh, I forgot to check the fuel. And we've got 50 US gallons aside left. So we've got a problem now. That's the problem. So really, am I going to complete my first stream at all? Because I'm going to run out of fuel. Let's just take the power back just a smidge. So yaw damper. I don't know. Is it automatic? Maybe they haven't implemented it yet. But yeah, I'm. Oh! Autopilot yaw damper. Disconnect. Where is it? Don't tell me it's here. Oh, it's right in front of me. I saw it straight away. Who's to know? See that? There it is. There's the yaw damper. There it is there. YD. And it's now on. Now let's worry about our fuel problem. Let's see. I need to know how much it's burning per hour. I need to know how much time you have left to fly. So, I think we'll make it. That's not good enough, is it? No. I did reduce the power. Did it actually do it for me? It did. Yeah, it did. So we're going at 184 knots. TAS is 246, so that's good. We're at 18,000 feet, so that seems to be sorting us out a little bit. I took the power back a little bit. But what's the burn? What? How many gallons an hour am I burning? How many US gallons an hour am I burning? It should say it somewhere. Cabin pressure. No, that's fine. Different. No. Fuel quantity right and left. Amps. Rudder. No. How much time have we got left to fly? 23:36. Here is our ETA, and that's UTC. That's where I live. So if my watch, let's use my iPhone to see. So it's 21. We'll be there in 12 minutes. I better start descending, you know. Well, less than that, whatever. No time at all. So fuel isn't an issue. It's just as well I didn't choose to go somewhere longer. So let's start descending. So let's make sure we don't hit any mountains. I think we'll be fine. So we're going to set our altitude select. Now I just want to show you here, just in case somebody hasn't used the autopilot before. So see the bright little yellow thing here? Right, if I move my altitude select down, see the way it's changing? What's going on here? I want to go down. See the altitude here is changing as well. So I'm putting that down. I'm going to put it down to 3,000 feet maybe to begin with. You'd normally have charts to see how high the ground is beneath you, etc, etc. I certainly would be checking anyway. But we're visual, so it doesn't matter. So let's start coming down anyway. Let's go down to 4,000 feet. Let's keep it even. So that's we selected our altitude bug. So next I want to select my vertical speed. So I'm going to descend, hit VS, and hit down. It's up is down, oddly enough. I don't know how that works. So you can see my arrow here. We're going to descend at, I guess, 1,000 feet a minute. How many minutes have we got? We've got enough minutes to get there to that altitude. We put it 1,500 feet. I don't want to burst anyone's eardrums. I have flown in airlines. I won't mention any names. And I swear to God, a few times, I don't think they have the cabin pressure on. They descend too quickly and your eardrums are going to burst, basically. Very, very painful. I know someone whose eardrum actually burst on an airline. You can only guess from where I'm from what airline it is. It doesn't happen all the time, but man, it was sore. I really thought I burst my eardrum. So now we're descending like a lunatic. And I'm going to play... Let's get on the amber line, right? So we're descending. So let's get lateral nav on. It should be... let's see, nav. Vertical nav's here. So VNav. I'm going to press VNav here. And nav mode is now going to follow the magenta bar here. And also this is like a VOR here. So this line here is telling me to turn to the right. So this is us. It's telling me to turn to the right to intercept this bar here, the magenta bar. So put on nav. Let's see if it works. It's turning. Very aggressively though. I wouldn't like to be in the airplane if it did that. And it's working nicely, actually. So we're all sorted out. Let's go and have a look outside. Getting hilly. There's the coast there. We've got a bit to go. Looks like we've got a bit to go. Why is it turning? Why is it turning like that? Oh, it's just very aggressive turning onto the line. It went past the radial. And it's just trying to catch up again. Okay, so according to the autopilot, let's see if my watch is correct with my phone. It's 23:35. 10 minutes to go. I've got 25 minutes past 12 here. Let's see if we can zoom out. I just don't see how we're going to make it in 10 minutes. Yeah, there you are. There it is. I better start slowing up and all that kind of stuff. But I really want to get a glass of water. I should have a button here to press to say back in a minute. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, I think there's a bank angle button on the AP that makes the turns less aggressive. Ah, okay, Pat. Brilliant. Is it Pat? Pat. Sorry, I call you Pat. Is that alright? I hope I haven't insulted you. I will, Pat. Yeah, so... Where was that you were saying? Bank. There, you got it. Nice one. Half bank mode. Brilliant. Pretty cool. Yeah, they have that in the 737-800 when I was learning that on the sim. Not in real life, but on the sim. Brilliant. So that'll be much more beneficial.
Air Golf Sierra Alpha contact approach on 127.8.
Okay, we're going to start talking to approach now, but I'll let the computer do that. VATSIM would be great when I get it working. Apparently it's affecting frame rates. So, VATSIM would be great fun. Brilliant. Well, you're Pat now. It's just so far away, the other screen. I don't have the fancy setup with the screens, you know, all around me. I have it on another table.
Oakland Center, Dare Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf.
That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
11,800 feet. Dare Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha Oakland Center, continue as planned.
We're not descending fast enough, guys. Slow down a bit. We're not descending fast enough at all. Let's have a look outside. Let's keep that eye candy going. There we go, there's the coast. It's no big deal, we can always orbit, you know. Let's go to the mess there. Let's go. I go by Pat here. Brilliant. Brilliant. That. It's interesting that, well, I suppose they're on autopilot. They wouldn't have their hands on the controls. But it's really well modeled to look inside the cockpit from outside, I find. I turn down the auto volume a bit. That's a picture and a half. Even you can see the instruments changing inside. Bizarre. But it really is a stunning aircraft. So we've left all the fog way behind. Or have we? No, it's still all over, all the way up the coast. Except for Shelter Cove, incidentally. I wonder if I can get it up on my weather app here for aviation. Aero Weather, it's called. It's an app. I should just be able to type in Shelter Cove. No, it only has Europe. Oh, it does. No, that's not it. It's got to be California. No METAR, no TOF available. But it does say it's sunny. That's about it. But one day I'm going to do a test. I'll take a drone, I'll throw it up into the air here, and I'll compare it with the flight simulator. That's one thing I plan to do. So Shelter Cove now is about here somewhere, and I'm very, very high. I'm way, way too high. So let's have a look and get inside the cockpit here. Cockpit. Let's turn up the old cockpit for the audio. Sorry, the audio for the cockpit. Yeah. Well, 7,500 feet. Let's increase our rate of descent a little bit more. Maybe to 2,000 feet a minute. And let's slow down a little bit more. So, pre-landing checks. Fuel. What have we got left? We're good. I mean, it's barely, you know. We were at 50 gallons there, but only a few minutes have passed. So we're good. What else do we need? Well, it's a bit too early for landing checks because we're going to be lowering the gear and the flaps, etc. Lights. Below 10,000 feet. I know I've been a bit slow with all this stuff, but it's a flight simulator. Oh, come on. Why is it? My mouse is a little bit... Doesn't seem to want to look up. Let me reset my view. There we go. I should have had the lights on ages ago. I know. I should have a checklist. That wasn't on. Is it on or off? So turn it on. Strobe. Turn on. They were off. I can't see the switches. There we go. I can see them now, you see. They're all on. Okay. Got a bit too slow now. And we're getting to our altitude. It bombed right past our altitude, I noticed there. So let's continue going down, reset our altitude for... let's set our altitude down to 1,500 feet. Come on, come on. Vertical speed and down. Let's see if we can see it. Nope. Can't see it yet. Turn up the volume here so I can hear the airplane. So it's all going well. We're getting down in time. There's no need to really be going to 1,500 feet. We got 1,500 feet. We'll do a bit of a scud run. Another thing I noticed about Flight Simulator that I like is, you probably noticed this as well. If I look outside, okay, so I'm going to go inside very quickly. It changes, it brightens up the inside when you're looking inside. You know, if I look outside, it's quite dark in the inside. but if I look in, it brightens it up. I don't know if you noticed that. It's not very noticeable now at the moment, but sometimes it's very noticeable and it's very handy. Okay, now it's coming. It's 1,800 feet. Let's see if it goes flying past it. Now it should start retarding the rate of descent now. And it is, okay. And it's gone underneath it. That's not the way you'd want to be doing things with an autopilot. Okay, so let's go manual. We're gonna go straight in. I haven't looked at the winds. We're not taking it too seriously today. I'm gonna take off the autopilot. Autopilot's off. And I keep it about, let me see, trim. Oh, what the hell? It's very pitchy. It's very, very pitchy. Oh man, if I crash this, it's going to be so embarrassing. Oh, we got another viewer. Hello. You're the third person ever to watch Gripper Sim stream. Welcome. When I land this, I'm going to ask if you want me to keep going. You know. Now, I should see the runway by now. It's obviously not rendered it in yet. I'm just slowly making my way down to about 1,000 feet, 1,200 feet or so. I'm sure it's here. You know? But it's not drawing it in yet. I can do go around, but it's actually not physically drawing it in into the simulator. I should see the runway by now. Shelter Cove wasn't that small. I think it might be further on, guys. How many miles away are we from it? That's further up. Yeah, it's much further up than that. Anyway, let's put the autopilot on and fly right by the coast. Autopilot. AP. Where are you? It's AP, there we go. Now, first of all, before I do that, let's set my heading. Heading book. AP. Altitude. 700 feet. And we're good. 120 knots. Pick it up a little bit, will we? And let's have a look at the view outside. Hi, Candy. I remember, oh, that's very loud, isn't it? I remember flying along here and on the Cherokee. It's a Cherokee 140. Very well kept, actually. But there's nowhere to land. There's absolutely nowhere to land at all. If you had an engine failure. Oh, that seems to be a bit of a problem. I seem to be going towards a hill. Don't panic. Don't panic. Steady. Autopilot off. Autopilot off. That'd be a shameful. That would be a shameful end. Oh man, that would be a shameful end. Oh my god, my heart was in my mouth. Only because of the embarrassment. Pat is shocked. I know, it's I can't pronounce it and you can't tell me. Mesh Maro setting. Look that up, see how to pronounce it. Forgive me. Right, so we saved our lives and we're slowing down and we almost crashed. We almost crashed into a hill. Oh dear, there's no lack of entertainment. So will I make it? Well, oh, that mouse is making things difficult. Okay. So let's get it to about 100 knots, I should think. And we're good to lower the gear. And then we're good to lower the flaps. I'm guessing. I'm watching this white line on the speed tape. If you're below the white line, you're good to lower your gear and flaps. But they do have their published speeds. This is exactly what it looked like. Although I was going a lot slower at the time. So on 100 knots, just turn up the volume a bit so I can feel what's going on. Let's put down some more flaps. I don't have a reversed thrust for this. See, I need something for the flaps. I'm taking my eyes off the runway. Oh, brilliant. That's just fabulous. And that's terrible. I think it's best to go around, don't you? Oh, no, I make it. No, I won't. I'm going around. Going around. Positive rate gear up. See, the mouse is... It's tricky. Flaps up. See, that's just me being silly. So I'm gonna horse it around and just get that landing in. When the VR comes out, it's gonna be so much easier because you can actually look out and judge everything a lot better. A lot better. So we're on our left downwind now, and we are at our 1,000 feet. 1,100. That's fine. That'll do. I'd rather have 1,000 feet. That's circuit altitude. And I'd go around and all that kind of stuff. So let's get it down again to 100 knots. Let's get our seating position correct. And let's lower the gear. Well, let's wait for that white tape there. So here's the tape here. So I'm reckoning that's the... I think the gear you can lower a lot faster than that, but that's for the flaps. The white tape's for the flaps. So now goes the gear. And let's get the flaps out of the way before I mess this approach up. Yeah, that's full flaps. That's fine. That'll do. Nose goes up. I like that. That's what it does in real life. Generally, aircraft. Generally, I mean. And we're going way too slow. Wow, that really does bleed off the speed. There we go. We got 100 knots there now. So you can't look out the window. It's tricky. I can't just swivel my head. I'm using the mouse to look. There we go. We're on our base now. On our left base. It behaves very well around 90 knots. So maybe 90 knots is the approach speed. I haven't looked it up. I'm just going by the feel of it. I'm flying it like I stole it. So, yeah, 90 odd knots, you know. Pretty good. There we go.
Quebec 5 traffic day or Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha is on crosswind runway 12.
It says we're on crosswind runway 12. Is that somebody else? I'll just leave a little bit of power on because it spools. Oh, don't tell me someone's on landing. Is that someone taking off? No, it's not. There we go. This looks much better now. Trim, trim, trim. Very nice. 95 knots. It feels quite good. Maybe a bit too slow, but the hotel's just over to the left there in Shelter Cove. Let's just string it out here a little bit. Rudders are very sensitive. Get on the center line. Get it down. It's not the longest runway in the world. And these brakes ain't good. Oh no, they're okay. There we go. Shelter Cove. My first time viewers. If you've seen me here for the first time, and you just happen to come across me, I don't know, I put it on Twitter just there. I'm not very good at the old Twitter, but I'm on Instagram as well. So I think I should get my Twitter sorted out, just tell people when I'm going online. I was thinking of using Instagram. Can't turn here, and I can't brake. So I think on the channel I'm thinking of saying when I'd be... Yeah, it's very difficult to turn with my pedals. I think the slower you go... There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Don't really want to go on the grass. I'll park it up here. So I'm thinking maybe streaming on Wednesdays or something to begin with. Cool place to put an airstrip. It is. I flew here and it's bizarre. And there's hotels over. Let me get the mouse. There's hotels over the other side here. These are all guest houses and they're all hotels. And I stayed up just this hill here. Actually, I'll get out of the airplane and have a look around. And I stayed up the hill a little bit in like what you'd call a bed and breakfast or a guest house. Now, it was at the time, there was a recession on at the time. It was about 2007, 2008 maybe. And everything was closed. There was nothing really happening. No one could afford to fly their expensive planes anymore. But yeah, it's a bizarre place. There's golf courses and whatnot. Other than that, there's nothing. I was talking to the owners of the hotel, well, the manager of the hotel, and they were saying, oh, it's dead, and we completely rely on tourism in Shelter Cove. They completely rely on it. So we'll have a quick look around. I'll get the camera out. Now, I wonder if you fuel up. I haven't actually looked into this. Can you fuel up realistically? Let's just... I didn't mean to stop there. I meant to get the momentum going. There we go. Just get a little bit closer to the fuel pumps. Oh. Very aggressive. Park and brake. I didn't answer that, did I? Park and brake. There you go. What's giving out about now? Yeah, I know I put on the parking brake. Why is it giving out to me? There's another amber warning there. I didn't turn off my lights or anything. It's tricky in the flight simulator, you know. Because normally you know where the lights are, you know. That's my excuse. So I'll switch off the lights. And the strobes on the nav. Very bold. Anyway, let's hop out. And have a look and see what we can see. Oh yeah, sorry, fuel first. We go to the tower and ask them for fuel. So I should really shut down the engine as well. But let's see if the option's there. No, there's no option. Maybe you have to shut down. Let's try that. See what happens. And I have to admit, I haven't looked into starting this aircraft at all. But anyway, let's get out and have a look. I don't want to bore you to tears. Let's go to the camera here. There you go. Now the houses do, you know, they put the houses, that's a hotel there. I'll just speed up the camera. Zoom speed. That's the hotel there. Now it doesn't look anything like it. That's where I ate something there, and there were all people there sitting having their dinners. And there's actually, I remember a golf course very close. No, there wasn't a golf course, but these are all holiday homes, and it does look like this. And I stayed. Wow, that is bizarre. I parked the aircraft over here, somewhere along here, and I drove up this road. They actually got out. They asked me, do I want a courtesy car? But I stayed somewhere up here on the hill. But yeah, it's just in the middle of nowhere. All holiday homes for people to fly in their airplanes. I don't know if there's even roads in and out of the place. I'm sure there is, but they're very small little roads. And other than that, it's just wilderness. Let me speed up the camera here so you can see it power up. Drone speed. Just wilderness. I want to go back there one day. I'm going to fly there in something faster next time. But it's just in the middle of nowhere. I was going to continue going up further up the coast, but there was something stopped me. There was something that stopped me, but it's an amazing place, just in the middle of nowhere. And there's the fog we left behind. So that's Shelter Cove, folks. I suppose I should get some sleep, really, considering. Thanks for watching, for sure. And I hope to see you. You probably watched the reaction review. Searching for the reaction review. I might change the name of the channel to Grippersim because the reaction review doesn't mean anything, you know. So if you Google Grippersim, you'll see it, oddly enough. So there, it is a cool place for an airstrip. And I might bring a bigger airplane in here one day. So thanks for watching. And I don't have any of the fancy stuff yet, you know, stream ending soon and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pat. Now, I know it's not your real name. I'll look it up. Good to see you streaming. See you soon. Thanks a million. And I'll be on again. And you're my first ever viewer on the stream. So happy days. So, okay, guys. Thanks for watching. The three of you. And we'll see you soon. I'm going to make another video, by the way, starting tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Tutorials. The flying tutorials. So I'll see you then, guys. I'll end very abruptly and wish you all the best.